We are just one step away from going public with our earthquake monitoring app. And as you see in the previous part, I created this app, and now we are like receiving the data and we are using it in our front-end app, but now it's just in localhost. So I just need to place these build files inside my S3. I will create an S3 bucket and I will just place it there so that it will just communicate with the gateway and then Lambda function, etc. So let's get going. So one thing I realized that I just forgot to delete this wheat SVG icon from the boilerplate. So now just do it. And I'm stopping the wheat and then I can write clear. So what we do is like npm run build to build our dist folder with the build files. So if you are not happy with building with React or Typescript, or you may use Angular or just vanilla JavaScript, you can also create your own front-end application, and the principle is the same. You just get your build files and then you will just upload it to an S3 bucket. So now we have this dist folder and it has some files and index.html and the icon of my website, and then the rest of the JavaScript is bundled here. So what I should do is I should just go to AWS console again. So I'm just signing in and we will head to S3. And I don't have any buckets right now, so therefore I'm just heading to the dashboard. So I will just create bucket. So we need to use a general purpose bucket, but the important thing here is that you should give a specific unique name to your bucket. So I will just call it now ECMA, and I give it some number here. Like I recommend you to do the same, not the same number, but use your number, or you can use your name as a bucket name. So, and then we head to the public access part. So usually, like by default, S3 does not allow data to be available, so we just need to block this. And you also know you need to also check this checkbox, and then it says like I acknowledge that the current settings might result in this bucket and objects becoming public. So that's the whole purpose of it. We will use this S3 bucket that everybody will access it through our website, right? So we just give read access to people. So we are not really interested in the encryption part. So this is a website and we will use it for static hosting. I'm just creating my bucket now. So now I have the bucket, and I should go to the like static hosting setup part. So you click on your bucket name and then you will get to the permissions, I guess, or under properties. There is a attribute here, yes, static website hosting. So now currently by default it's disabled, so we will enable it so that we will use this bucket to host our website. And after you pick this enable radio button, AWS standard is like they recommend you to put an index.html and error.html, but since our website has already like error handling on its own, so I will rewrite index.html to both addresses. So, and then I think we are ready to just save our changes. That's it. And we can head back to the objects part. So now I'm just ready to upload my files, dist files. So you just click create upload, and you can click add files. And I think this is the correct place. So under dist, I will add those two files first. You should not choose the folder because there are two buttons here. As you see, there are add files and add folder. So we will first add those files. Now, soon they will be uploaded. So then you click add folder, and then you can pick the asset. So it will get these two bundles. And then you also click upload. So now I think we are just ready and we can upload it. And it closed. So I had 277 kilobytes, so it's nothing. So So it's very good. So we need one more thing. We need to make our website completely like public. We need to give, we need to change some policies again. And you head to permissions tab, and here we have currently no policy to display. So I just need to edit this, and I will allow access. And it's smart to copy this ARN because we will need it. So to create this bucket policy for public usage, I will use AWS policy generator tool. So here this is like a simple and old looking tool, and you may ask yourself like, why do they have so old interface here? And I heard it from a conference actually once, that some organizations, they make some of their websites on purpose. Like if it's a very critical thing, they make it on purpose, like with a bad interface, so that people get sharper when they see a bad interface, and then they are more careful while they're working with it. So that might be the reason of Amazon, or maybe they are just lazy to do it. I don't know. So we pick S3 bucket policy here, and a principle, it helps us to give access to everybody on internet, and so that's why we are using wildcard star. And we need to find the action, and I think it will be get object, because our files are stored as objects in S3 bucket. So you just need to pick get object to give read access to everyone. So you remember I had copied my bucket ARN, and I paste it here, and then I can just click add statement, and then I generate policy. So we should copy this, but before, this is the policy that will give access to everybody on internet to access my my static hosting. But you need to do like because this is like the resource to my ARN, but I don't, that much is not enough. You should be more specific, and you should point out with slash and also star, so that you mean that all the files inside this bucket, they are accessible. So now I just select all and copy. We don't need to work here anymore. So we are back to the edit bucket policy, and then I just paste it in here, and then I save changes. So we should be online right now with an ugly URL. Yes, it's under static website hosting. Now we have a link here. It says when you configure your bucket as a static website, the website is available at the AWS region specific website endpoint of the bucket. So we just click here, and we are on internet, hopefully. Yes. So this is a new earthquake that occurred this morning. So congratulations, you just created your React application on an AWS service with full backend and frontend. So I think we are done with this part. So I will just like continue with the CloudFront to optimize my website performance.